sure you are interested in knowing more about what this new APMP Practitioner OTE is about. So the APMP Practitioner OTE, or the Objective Training Exam, firstly, it replaces the old way of certifying the practitioner certification, which is using the PPAQ, the 35 questions that you need to write from your experience of where you have demonstrated this particular competency. Whereas the OTE, or the objective exam, does two different things. Number one, it's based on a scenario. Number two, you need to use your experience in applying the APMP body of knowledge in that scenario and analyzing whether this is the right approach to that particular scenario. So is it challenging? Is it different to PPAQ? Yes, it's 100% different. Is it challenging? Yes, it's very challenging. So that's OTE. So it does two-level things. Number one, yes, you need to apply the best practices in a given situation or a scenario. Secondly, you also need to analyze the best practices in a given scenario and say, are they doing it in the right way? So the questions in the APMP Foundation exam is still multiple choices, but there it's all about knowing the best practices. Here in the practitioner, it's more about applying the best practices in the OTE exam. The question can vary in any different form. It's a classic, so you can have one correct answer from the list of 3 or 4 different choices, or in certain questions there is also multiple scenarios where there might be 2 correct options for the same questions. Then you have matching, where you just need to say, okay, if this is what one list says, what does the other list say? And you do need to have a matching pattern. Next one is what we call sequence pattern, which is like, okay, what will you do next? What should you do before? So it's again test your application of these things. Finally, there is also some assertion statements, which is like, okay, do you agree it's either or both or not? So there are 4 or 5 different varied ways of measuring your application. So that's objective testing examination of the new practitioner.